Coming up now, something new in medical science, and the experts are studying it. We know what it is like to love an object, right? A teddy bear when you're a child, a favorite toy. But as adults, family heirlooms, mementos of special times enter your life. But what if you felt that you were truly attached to an object, and I mean loved it the way you would love a human being? ABC's Kate Snow is here with the story of a woman who is really raising a lot of questions for scientists. Kate?
Diane, it may actually sound like a joke to most of us, but the woman that we're going to introduce you to says these are serious, emotional, romantic relationships that she has had with everything from a fighter plane to one of the world's most well-known landmarks, and she wants the world to understand.
We all see beauty in objects, the symmetry and sleekness of the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Her structure is just amazing. It's this stark beauty with angles and curves, this contrast.
But what if the beauty we saw in objects were something much deeper, like true love?
When other teenagers were dating each other, I was dating a bridge.
36-year-old Erika Eiffel is part of a small group of people who call themselves Objectum-Sexuals, or OS, where their intimate life revolves around objects, not people.
We feel an innate connection to objects. It comes perfectly normal to us to connect on various levels, emotional, spiritual, and also physical for some.
She says she didn't choose this life, she was born this way. And while she has normal friendships with humans, in her eyes, love lies in objects.
My intimacy involves a lot with smell and with touch, even with hearing and just my sight.
We reached out to medical experts. Some were skeptical. Most said they weren't familiar with OS, but suggested it could be classified as a paraphilia, a type of sexual disorder. Some psychologists say people with OS have been abused or simply have a fetish. They're not truly in love. But sexologist Amy Marsh has a different take. She says this is not a disorder, but possibly a new sexual orientation. She says more study is needed, but she's surveying a small online community of people who say they have OS, one of whom writes of their love for objects.
They're real, they are complex, and they're no less and no more of value than other romantic relationships. I can tell you that what I'm finding is not much history of sexual abuse, and actually not much in the way of psychiatric diagnoses either. I'm also finding out that quite a few of them have a diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome or autism, but not everybody.
Erika says she doesn't have Asperger's syndrome, nor does she believe her abusive childhood, shuffling between foster homes, contributed to OS. In her reality, she says the love she feels is so real and so passionate that a simple crush can propel her to incredible heights. As an archer, she was so smitten with her bow that she wanted to honor it with a perfect performance, a love that she says led her to be a two-time world champion. What drove her toward her scholarship in the U.S. Air Force Academy? Her attraction to the F-15 fighter jet.
Kind of like a guy goes to a bar and he sees a really nice-looking girl, and he wants to go sit next to her, buy her a drink, and get to know her more. Well, I kind of felt that way about the F-15.
One of Erika's more recent loves is the Eiffel Tower. 2 years ago, she had a commitment ceremony and changed her name publicly to reflect the bond. But isn't there something missing from a relationship with a tower? How does an object reciprocate love? Erika believes there's life in every object, a soul.
I will tell you that I know love is being reciprocated, because it's what this relationship grows inside of me. What these relationships have done for me, the person these relationships have helped me become.
And even though her love has come with suffering, ridicule by peers, abandonment by her family, and a medical discharge from the Air Force, today she says she's completely fulfilled.
I'm happy. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not hurting myself. I'm not being held back. I love my life.
And Diane, there's no way of knowing exactly how many people there are out there like this, but there is this online community now. The internet has made it possible for groups to find each other, and they're convinced that there are a lot more people like this out there if they could only find each other.